Time to pull the seatbelt over and buckle in, ladies and gents. Everything in April is going to have speed to it. Freedom is the goal. Authenticity is the key to unlock the goal. Hello, my name is Lucy Davis and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a mad March, right? But you've got to be honest when we look back at these energies, and actually they've been relatively peaceful in comparison to the January and the February that we've had of 2024. Well, maybe March has lured us into a little bit of false sense of security because April is just about to get feisty. It is going to be one potent, smoking, fiery month with an extra little side serving of pizzazz. So, ladies and gents, I hope you are ready for this. Like I say, we've been on an absolute magical journey through March. We've had connection, we've had love, we've had past coming back to be resolved. We've had forward, like fast moving. We've also had a lot of reflection. We've had a lot of truth coming to the surface, and that is nowhere near done yet. We've also had the most beautiful, beautiful experience of Soul School, which took place in Bristol just a couple of weeks ago now. And I've got to be honest when I say my heart is still so overflowing for that event. The shifts that we've seen, the feedback that we've had from people who do dowsing on the ley lines and things like that, it has been absolutely incredible. So for those of you that were there, thank you. And for those of you that are yet to come to a Soul School, please know that we are coming to a town near you soon. Now, just on that note, a Soul School for Children is available. It is happening on the 29th of May, 2024. Now, it's happening on a Wednesday because it is the half-term week. So we hope that you are able to bring some of your children along to join us. It's not going to be as deep, you know, unloading the trauma and things like that with the children. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting them grounded back to their passions, their purpose, Mother Nature, really helping them embody who they were before technology and bullying and all of that stuff got involved. So it's like rewinding the clock and taking them back to their truth. So that is on the 29th of May. On the 23rd of June, I am excited to say that we are doing Soul School Local in Manchester. If you have not yet heard the news, then you are hearing it here. We are going to Manchester. We're going to be in a city location, so you do not need to drive. It's easy access by trains, by bus, by any other means. Obviously, you can drive, but you'll have to park in a public car park. And this is going to be like an introduction to Soul School. So if you know anyone who you think, maybe they might be interested, but the 2-day events that Lucy run is way too full on for that. Truth, then maybe this is a perfect introduction. Now, if you have been to Soul School before, grab a few of your friends, grab your family, grab the people that were like, I'd love to go to that, and bring them along to this event. We are so excited. We're going to be running these Soul School locals all over the country in the UK. I'm also going to be running them all over the world, but obviously there's a little bit less flexibility to be doing that as often as we can. Obviously, I can hop back to the UK very, very, very quickly and easily. That said, I'm going to Australia on the 7th of July. So if you are in Australia, I am coming at you. I'm going to be on the Gold Coast, very close to the airport on the 7th of July. And we are going to be creating waves. We're going to be creating ripples of energy that will flood out across the rest of the world. And then in September, we're going to be down south. We haven't quite confirmed the venue yet, so I'm not going to give you guys a location, but in September, we will be in the UK somewhere in the south. And then in November, we are looking at the Midlands to do one of our big 2-day events, although there is talk of it perhaps being in a different location right now. So keep your eyes peeled for that information. More will be coming out super soon. Also, just as a very quick side note, my Self-Love Club membership program launches on September the 2nd of this year. Normally it launches in June, which is only a couple of months ago, but you can join the waiting list now. You will be invited to a free launch call where I will share all the ins and outs, the way that the program's changing, the change in price, everything like that, and give you guys an opportunity to chat to myself and maybe a couple of my team, so that we can take your questions and really move that forwards. If you are ready to go on your awakening journey, if you are ready to go deeper than just scratching the surface, get connected to your passions, your purpose, your gifts, get over and get signed up for that. You can check out all of the information for all of the things that I'm speaking about here in the description and so much more. Social media channels, my weekly newsletter, which I absolutely encourage each and every one of you to sign up for. That's where I give my best offers, the best insights, all the information first. So please do head over there and get yourself signed up to that. It's a beautiful way to keep in touch. And God forbid if the internet goes down, or if social media goes down rather than the internet, then we can obviously keep in touch. Time to pull the seatbelt over and buckle in, ladies and gents. This month is massive. This is the most anticipated month of the year. Now, this for myself is very obvious. I look at the 1st of April as a brand new year. Why? Because we're seeing life come back on. It's the start of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. So for me, the 1st of April is, the real start of the new year. I've never got my head round, and I don't think I'll ever get my head round setting New Year's resolutions in the peak of the summer in the Southern Hemisphere and the peak of the winter in the Northern Hemisphere. It doesn't make sense. Why would you look to really try and create in the cold of winter or the peak of the summer? You aren't. In the summer, you're embracing, you're enjoying the moment, you're loving it, you're, really, really just living for the moment. And in the winter, you're wanting to hibernate. So either of those times for me personally don't resonate. So for me, April, boom, we're starting a new year, and this is loaded with new starts. This April is going to be faster than we have ever known, and that's saying something, because I don't know about you, but March went like that. February went like, we're in April of 2024. WTF, ladies and gents. So things are going to be continuing to speed up big time. However, as we're speeding up, the key word for April 2024 is flow. If you would like success in a relationship, if you would like success in a business partnership or in a business project or in anything like that, the word of the month is flow. And this is going to be a challenge because on the 1st of April, we step into Mercury retrograde. Now, what comes with Mercury retrograde is, sometimes we have a few communication issues. People get a little bit nervous about signing contracts and things like that. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in a moment. But, because we're stepping into that period, people often get a little bit nervous. Please surrender that. This month is about flow. Allow the flow. Allow what needs to take place, good, bad, and ugly, to happen. The other area that they have shown me very clearly for April is reality. Who are you at your real, raw core? What is the authentic version of Lucy Davis? What is the authentic version of you watching this? Sounds like we're in for some fun, hey? So they have given me so much information for the month of April, and I am going to do my best to get through this as quickly and painlessly as possible. So rebirth is a massive word for April. Now, it doesn't surprise me because obviously in the Northern Hemisphere, the buds are coming back online. Like I look out every day, there's new buds, there's new flowers, there's new growth coming, the grass is going more green, like everything is coming really back to a rebirth. And this is going to happen to you as well. There is a version of you that is ready to shed the skin. We are ready to go through the transformational period. We are ready to start at the very beginning again and create this unbelievable turning point for humanity. I am so excited about this month. Like literally, I've been talking about it for such a long time. On top of this, it is a very powerful, powerful month of manifestation. Now, at 5 p.m. UK time, right here on YouTube on Monday, the 1st of April, I am going to be running a very powerful manifestation meditation. I'm going to be pulling together the energy and the beings of the crystal grid that I've set up all across the world, and also the people that are littered all across the world who follow me and I follow them, and we've become this soul family. We are going to come together and we are going to co-create. We are going to create whatever it is that we truly believe is going to work for us as individuals, but also as a collective. And all of this will be done with the highest good of every person in the world right now. Now, everything in April is going to have speed to it. If you hear news, it's going to spread like wildfire. If you have a bit of gossip, it's going to spread like wildfire. If you have positivity, it's going to spread like wildfire. If you get into a relationship, boom, it's going to happen very, very quickly. So do be very aware of this, and just, like I say, go with the flow. Be aware of putting the brakes on, because you could actually put resistance up, and resistance tends to get burnt. And as it's very fiery this month, we do need to be careful of getting burnt. There is going to be massive, powerful frequency upgrades and shifts. We have got the better way of putting it is like, there is a great purge. You know, we talk about the Great Awakening. I feel like the Great Purge is upon us now. And this is going to happen with the increased frequencies, the vibrations, the light activity that's taking place out there, which all of us know about. Many of us don't understand it, but we know that it's going on out there. But also, as we are starting to purge that old version of us, we're starting to shed that skin. We're going to be decluttering physically. We're going to be decluttering emotionally, spiritually. We're going to be removing text message conversations that don't align to us anymore. We're going to be removing contacts that we're like, you know what? This is not where I see my life going anymore. This is a deep cleansing and clearing activity. This is an emotional, spiritual, and physical purge on every level. Every level. Now, on the 8th of April, we have an eclipse that is being spoken about. Now, I've heard a few different things about the eclipse. One is it's going to be the most powerful energetic event of the year. Others are, hang on a minute, the planets are actually next to each other, not actually overlapping each other, which actually isn't an eclipse. So whatever your belief system is on this, I feel that the 8th of April is going to be a very powerful day. I was given the 4th of April, the 8th of April, the 20th of April, 22nd of April, 23rd of April. Those 5 days for this month are going to be massive. There's probably other ones, but these are the real biggies. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Now, what comes with eclipse energy is massive changes. Literally, like, we're changing complete direction. And I feel that this is going to be on a level of global. This is not, it will involve personal, but this is going to be massive. This is going to be massive, bigger picture. So be prepared for worldwide shocks and changes. Be prepared for destiny to shift. So back to the April energy, obviously off the back of the eclipse, we're going to see advancements in technology. This is just going to be something that unfolds over the next 12 months. Same with the financial systems. We're going to see the financial systems purge and improve and change and all sorts of different things like that over the next 12 months. But April is the starting point. It's almost like I say, the new beginning of it. There is a mass awakening that is going to take place on the planet. So like there is a great purge upon us, there is a mass awakening on the planet. And this again is another wave. We are going to be gaining a whole new level of clarity. But what comes with clarity is victim consciousness must be surrendered. It must go. What do I mean by victim consciousness? Oh, why does this always happen to me? Or, you know, control. Control is another area of victim consciousness. Victim consciousness is fear. It's anger, it's hurt, it's pain, it's shame, it's resentment. It's any of those things. It's any of those lower vibration emotions. And so anything that builds that up in you, oh, why did my dad have to die? Oh, why did my mum abandon me? Why did my partner cheat on me? All of this kind of behavior in the old stories that we run, and the anger that we have to innocent bystanders in our life because of the old story which took place. place, which, by the way, you're well within your rights to be annoyed about and to be in victim mode about, like lack. Oh, I can't afford this and I can't do that. Like all of this is victim consciousness, and it has to go. Our desire to control has to go. Controlling of outcomes, controlling of others, controlling of emotions, controlling of our lives. You know, we literally cannot micromanage anything anymore because it just will not survive in the high level frequencies that we are stepping into. And I'm witnessing so many people saying, yes, Shambhala, New Earth, beautiful, love, light, harmonious living, peace. And then they are clinging on for dear life, micromanaging people and things and places and energies, and they're really holding on for dear life. We must allow the flow. Now, the amplification of the divine feminine energy is going to amplify the flow. Everybody is getting activations right now from the divine feminine energy. Why? Because there's certain people wandering the earth activating those energies. Don't know if you know anyone that's done that recently. What comes with the amplification of the divine feminine energy is a much more nurturing, loving, peaceful existence. I'm hearing so many conversations from men that are changing the way that they are listening, and they are getting amazing results. This is the power of the divine feminine energy. We have been in such a masculine world for such a long time. Now we are starting to surrender that and allowing the balance to come back in the energies. People are able to step into what is comfortable to them. Now, as much as I'm saying to you guys, flow, 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 April is all about flow, there is an energy of being organized, being productive, getting stuff done, methodical. It's really fascinating because for about the last week, I've been very, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And my productivity has gone through the roof. And it's this energy that's coming in for April. I'm feeling very organized, very productive, very grounded and stable in not only my work, but my relationships. I'm feeling much more secure than I felt in a long time with relationships, and opening my heart and being really quite vulnerable and in flow state as a woman. I'm not having to be in the masculine energy because I've surrendered everything that was forcing me to be in the masculine energy, having to be the provider, having to be the protector, having to be, you know, the grounder. So it's been an absolutely magical last week for myself personally, because I'm really stepping into these energies. I love the way that my nose just goes. I'll start channeling some crazy things in a moment. So talking about grounding and being more stable and secure in relationships, this is quite an important month for relationships. Now, ironically, April is always the month that I do relationship month within my Self-Love Club program. So we're just stepping into it, and it's a very powerful surge of relationship energy that is available to us. If you are ready for a relationship, if you are open to a relationship, the love can blossom exactly like I'm saying. The buds are like, it's going to be so colorful. It is going to be so beautiful. We've got a very romantic start and end to the month. What I'm seeing is at the beginning of the month, there's going to be a lot of romancing, almost dancing. You know, this feels really beautiful. And by the end of the month, there is going to be such a huge surge of passion and really deep rooted love. I love this stuff. I love it. So like I say, at the beginning of the month, it's going to be soft, it's going to be sensual, it's going to be sensitive, it's going to be really kind of connecting, navigating the dance. I'm just witnessing, you know, dancing unfolding in front of me. However, that said, it is also going to be a very emotional month. There's this fiery energy that is coming through. There is mood swings, you know, because we're purging. Now, as quickly as you're not happy, you'll be happy. As quickly as you're upset, you'll be not upset. And it's very quick purging that's taking place right now. So do not judge yourself for this. Manage your partner's expectations. Let them know, hey, babe, there's a little bit of this energy coming in, and I just think we need to be conscious of it. It doesn't mean it's going to happen to us, but let's just be conscious of it. What you may find is that people are very fiery when they're speaking their truth to you. Especially if you are somebody who's sensitive, you may really have reactions to things, but actually what it probably is boundaries. Actually, what it probably is, you know what, I'm certain about this point. So again, remember, whatever reaction you have, whatever reaction you receive, that's you, and that's your journey to go on. Now, I mentioned this a moment ago, but I do see in April there will be financial twists and turns. I do feel, like I said a minute ago, the financial world, this is the go button to start shaking it up across the next 12 months. I do not see this as being a quick thing that it's just going to be 1 month and it's going to be done. But I do see a lot of financial twists and turns, whether that's the stock market, whether that's crypto, whether that's banking. I mean, all the banks are shutting down, right? It's wild what's taking place in that sense. So, you know, like, just be aware that this is something that we are stepping through. It's something that we signed up for, and you know what, we will get through it. Whatever happens, we will get through it. We have a very, very, very quick moving healing that is taking place right now. I did a healing hangs just a few days ago. It was the most powerful event. There was a lot of people that shifted. The messages, the feedback that I've had has been absolutely unbelievable. We're doing another one on the 24th of April, I think, for victim consciousness. So if you are somebody that's still a little bit caught up on an ex cheating on you, or anything that makes you go, why does that happen to me? Why is it always happening to me? Get your bottom along to that one. 24th of April, 2024, 7 till 9 p.m. UK time. It will be a massively powerful event for each and every one of us. It will be really, really, really beautiful. Huge breakthroughs are going to come from healing. If you are open and you are consistent and you allow yourself to feel, and anybody suppressing their emotions right now, you are not feeling, you are not processing, you are not going through what it is that you need to go through. So just be very, very conscious of this. We have to be open. We have to be consistent to gain the healing. A lot of us think that we know better. A lot of us think that we don't need to improve, or a lot of us think that because I've read a few memes on Instagram, or I've listened to a few TikTok videos, that I'm good at this. Doesn't mean that you're actually practicing what people are preaching. Okay. Now, pain is something that we all avoid. We don't want to hurt. We want to run away from it. Like, we don't want to put ourselves in situations where potentially we may get pain. However, it is essential to birthing consciousness. Destruction is inevitable, and we have to recognize it. Everything will be worth it. There will be deceit, there will be deviousness, there will be destruction, there will be distractions, there will be physical pain, there will be mental pain, there will be emotional pain, there will be spiritual pain. Why? Because we are shifting through this world of, you know, darkness into light, and we cannot step into the peace without having the chaos. Every second of it will be worth it. And I just wanted to remind you of that. There's going to be shocks, twists, turns, shifts, and changes this month. Like, it's going to be fast. It's going to happen. Did I just see that? Is this really happening to me right now? Wow. You will be noticing that people are impatient. People are going to be impatient with circumstances and events. And why do we not know this? How are people not getting this? Why do more people not know this? And I've actually seen a couple of accounts on Instagram that I've actually unfollowed now, because they're like, why are people still not getting it? I'm like, oh, we don't need this. You know, yes, I get it, but we're moving at the rate that we need to be moving at. Now, people like myself, we're way past this. We don't even pay attention to that. But it doesn't mean that there aren't people behind. If you're one of those people caught up in the results and people getting the memo, maybe you need to take a look at where you need to do some healing work. There is a collective desire to move forward now. Be very aware of rushing as we do this, though, because what rushing tends to bring is irrationality. And what that means is anger, feistiness, all the things that I've spoken about previously, you know, that are inevitable under a very fiery month like this. Now, I did speak about Mercury retrograde earlier, and I'm just going to come back to it for a second now. So the reason I'm coming back to it now is around irrationality. So people are going to be thinking, and they're going to be speaking up of what they're thinking, and it might not make sense to you. Before you respond, remember, we're in Mercury retrograde. People trigger each other during this period of time. Sometimes there are, you know, things that happen, and you know, the tone isn't quite what we would expect, or perhaps they catch us off guard, so we get a little bit unsettled or whatever. So please do bear that in mind as you are stepping through this month. The way that I would tighten up my communications is breathe. breathe. Hey, babe, would you mind explaining what you mean by that? Hey, am I understanding you correctly? Am I getting this right? What's going to come off the back of or during this Mercury retrograde is that we've got new ways of thinking. A bit like innovation is speeding up massively on the planet, like we're creating things, they're speaking about flying cars and this and that. And, this is innovation. We're also going to be innovating new ways of using our mind, because our mind is the most powerful tool. If we can create from our heart and send the messages to our mind to send the messages out, our innovation will happen at a much, much faster pace. So it's about navigating this journey here so that we can go and create the existence that we actually would like to live. You are not going to recognize yourself by the end of this month if you ask yourself the question, who am I? And if you become really freaking honest with yourselves. We have heightened intuition unlocking. We have awareness of gifts unlocking. Our psychic and telepathy is coming online. We will be looking back at things from the past and saying, can this be resolved? Do I still love this person? How am I supposed to go with this? I need to like all of these things are going to be coming up, and it is going to be beautiful. So do not be surprised if exes reach out to you. Do not be surprised if there are conversations that need to be had. Do not be surprised if mum or dad or whoever, sisters or whatever, that you've had arguments with or fallings out with, reach out to you in the hope that things can be brought back into alignment. This is a really beautiful, healing, connective, yet very feisty, let's burn the past away kind of energy. It's bloody exciting, isn't it? So there is a really beautiful creative energy that's taking place right now. And what I mean by this is, if you imagine something, you could draw it. Imagine the energy that you could put behind the projects. If there is something in your heart that you feel very, very passionate about, like now is the time to create it. It is there for you for the taking, if you so wish. It is going to, it's literally giving energy to anything from passion. And like I said, at the end of the month, especially from a relationship perspective, there's going to be some heated passion, which is super exciting. Leadership is changing. Thank God, we all say, thank the Lord. Think governments, think financial institutions, think industries, think politics. We are going from darkness into light. So what has to happen with this is new leaders need to emerge, which is super, super exciting. With this comes impulsiveness. There are people that believe they should be the leaders. There are people that need to kind of be knocked out of the way. So do expect impulsive behavior. And with that, obviously, a level of volatility. Volatility is going to trigger boundaries. I didn't want that. I didn't say that, and remember, when somebody is standing in their truth and speaking their truth, and maybe that's not what you want to hear, it triggers you and it triggers something within you that you feel you are being attacked. This is boundaries. Okay. There is going to be a mass awakening to the corruption that has taken place on the planet. There is going to be surprises coming from every angle, like literally surprises. Things are coming to the surface and there is nowhere to hide anymore. So my recommendation to you, if you love somebody, if you care about somebody, if you've got a friendship with somebody, be honest all the way. There is no point hiding it. You may as well just be open and honest and really allow them to love the real you. And likewise, you love the real you. There is going to be a massive surge and expansiveness in consciousness. Gosh, that was a lot of S's. Expansion in consciousness will be taking place very rapidly, ladies and gents. Freedom. Freedom is the goal. Authenticity is the key to unlock the goal. It's going to be radical. It's going to be spontaneous. And all of this could leave you feeling very unsettled if you do not know who you are, if you do not know what you want, if you do not know the direction that you would like your life to go in, if you don't know who you love, if you're looking at your partner going, oh my God, I married you and actually I really don't have anything in common with you and I don't love you anymore. This is going to make you feel unsettled. All of these emotions are coming to the surface. We are going deep on relationships. We are going deep on who we really are at our core. We cannot blag ourselves anymore. So hopes and dreams are going to have a heated passion behind them during this month. We are going to be motivated. We are going to be confident. We are going to be very aware of what makes us happy and what makes us inspired and what keeps us going. Remember, motivation only gets us to a certain point. Inspiration is what gets you out of bed every day. Being inspired to change lives, being inspired to do more, being inspired to create everything that your heart's desires. That is what keeps you going. And there will be a real passion behind it during this month. Health is a big focus through April, which is great. I love it. I love focusing on health. You know, you guys know I've been on a fast this last period, and it's been beautiful to nourish myself, or not particularly nourish myself with fasting, but until today. But it's been nurturing, it's been being compassionate, it's allowing the emotions to come up, it's recognizing what I have within me that I can share with the world. And health and healing for me personally is a massive piece of the puzzle. It's how I got my gifts to come online, because I started to love myself, because I trusted myself and I had disciplined myself, and I could go without things that I didn't think that I could go without. And all of a sudden, the love for me and the love for the fact that my body could heal itself was absolutely second to none. So by the end of the month, you're going to be craving more connection. You're going to be you're going to be craving connection romantically. You are going to be looking for deep levels of love and harmony. And you know what, ladies and gents, this fills my soul full of so much hope for humanity. If every single one of us craves more connection, we hug more, we touch more, we hold hands more, we kiss more, we make love more. Imagine the shift that we can have for consciousness under these energies. I hope this has felt good to you. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I'm so excited to be living this time with you guys. I feel extremely connected to each and every one of you. Now is the time to go and grab a piece of paper and a pen if you don't already have it, as I'm going to give you what I'm calling the New Year exercise. Even though I know it's the 1st of April, we're playing Lucy's Rules today. So as always, the first port of call is to just smudge your energy field. And as you smudge your energy field, say thank you for the last 12 months. I am stepping forwards into the new me, the authentic version of myself. Then walk around your space, sage or Palo Santo or incense or essential oils or salts or whatever it is that you guys use. And as you walk around, say, out with the old and in with the new. I am ready to embrace what is my destiny. That really high vibration. Let's create this. I would like you to sit and think about your manifestations and your intentions. Are they still aligned for you? How are you feeling about them? Do they excite you? Do they create a feeling within you? And as you sit and bear these in mind, I'd like you to drop into a space of meditation for 12 minutes. If you'd like Milan or solfeggio frequencies or some other really beautiful connecting music that helps you get connected truly deeply, please listen to that. If you'd like a crystal grid set up or your tarot cards or anything around you, then you please use it. Like set up your space exactly as you'd like it to be. Sit and feel into your manifestations and intentions. When you come out the other side, jot it all down. And then I would like you to answer these 3 questions. What is the reality of the mask you wear? So who's the version you pretend that you are? Who's the version you pretend you are to your boss, to your partner, to your friends, to your, maybe if you've got a following like myself, who is that person? I need you to be really honest about this. Who are you truly? So that's question number 1. What is the reality of the mask you wear? Question number 2, who are you truly deeply? Well, I'm introverted. I'm kind. I'm loving. I'm honest. I've got really good boundaries and I have high standards. I love deeply. I rise in love quickly. Like, be honest with yourself about this. Really important. And then once you've explored those two, so you see the person, and be honest with yourself, because everybody wears a mask at times. You know, I wear a mask at times, very, very rare, but I do at times. You know, I have to. If I'm really sad about something and I'm not ready to talk about it, I have to put a mask on to be able to come on here. If I'm really happy and I'm not ready to share that yet, I have to put a mask on. So, you know, like, let's be really honest about that. Who are we truly deeply? So it's, what mask do I wear? Who am I truly deeply? And then the third part of this is, what actions are you going to take to go from the mask wearer to relinquishing the mask to who you are truly deeply? It's a big exercise. And in all honesty, for New Year, this is perfect. Now, I know a lot of you will be like, but Lucy, it's not really New Year. Trust me on this one. Just go with me and let's explore this. Let's go create the life of your wildest dreams, ladies and gents, because you deserve it. I deserve it, you deserve it, we all deserve it. And if I feel I deserve it and you feel you deserve it, then we're co-creating that everybody deserves it. And I think that that is something that we owe as a gift to every other person on the planet. Ladies and gents, comment below as to how this aligns with you, how you're feeling about it. Are you good, bad, ugly? Like, you know, how are you feeling about that, my babes? Let me know, and let's get this show on the road. I love you to the moon and stars. I will catch you super, super soon. See you in the next video, guys. Take care. Lots of love.